For both teams.
For both teams?
Careful.
Thank you.
You're in
Be
LA
careful.
now.
I'm not saying anything. I just said woohoo.
But it's going to be hot at Dodger Stadium, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you
It's gonna be a
might
good
wanna
game.
you might want to bring your parasol.
No.
Yes, Cher's going to bring her parasol. Well, you'll be here, but you know, if you were to go to the game, you'd be bringing your parasol,
I would
right?
bring my parasol
I would
or
bring
my
sunscreen.
sun hat.
In the 8 o'clock show, you suggested umbrellas, and
I
I
meant
said not a good
parasol.
idea at a baseball game.
Yeah.
You know, people are peering around the umbrella.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
They wouldn't be very
I
happy
guess.
with you.
I think that's a 4 o'clock game, though, so I don't know how hot it'll be at 4.
Well, 4 o'clock can be
think.
pretty
Oh, wait.
toasty.
5
Temperatures
o'clock.
usually
5
peak in the
o'clock.
late afternoon. By 4 and 5 o'clock, we're still keeping it pretty hot. We're topping out near 90 degrees tomorrow afternoon in the basin, and we're actually expecting temperatures again to stay probably into the 80s around the evening hours and then getting down to the 70s. So certainly a gorgeous day tomorrow. Currently, we're pretty mild. As we speak, we're at 66 degrees right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. We're looking at offshore conditions, so that's keeping us warm, dry, but we are looking at windy conditions, those northeasterly winds kicking in. As a result, we've got a wind advisory in store as we speak for the Santa Clarita Valley, for the San Fernando Valley, and the LA County Mountains, and that should stay in effect through 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So you'll see conditions on the wind front, well, not too impressive, but we are expecting them to pick up. So at this point, things are calm, but some spots looking at windy conditions, of course, in the higher elevations, we're looking at some wind gusts around 20 miles an hour. But at this point, we're just bracing for the windier conditions and bracing for the warmer conditions. We're into the 60s right now, but by tomorrow afternoon, we could see record-breaking heat out there. Fullerton currently at 66 degrees, Westminster at 64, Huntington at 63 degrees, and Irvine, you're currently at 66. So this was the drill basically earlier today. We got up to 81 degrees, and if you think that's hot, well, we're expecting to get up to about 89 in downtown. You'll see that was your record number for today. Certainly could break a record tomorrow, certainly above average tomorrow as well. We were at 71 degrees earlier today, or I'm sorry, 81, but 71 is your average. So we were 10 degrees above average. So take a look at this. Valleys and the Inland Empire getting up to 93 degrees tomorrow, 83 by Friday, and then cooling it down into the weekend, into the 70s, so still not too shabby. By Monday, a warmer forecast for you. And getting a look at one more 5-day forecast. And as we do, you're going to see the same thing. The heat is on tomorrow for the basin in Orange County, 89 degrees, 76 by Friday, so cooler, but still nice. Plenty of sunshine out there. By Saturday and Sunday, that onshore flow kicks in. We're looking at a cloudier forecast, a cooler forecast, and then another little mini Santa Ana event again. By Monday, we're warming it right back up again into the 80s. So stay cool. Back to you. So I was forced to do it, but I appreciate it now.
Forced to do it?
Sorry I brought it up.
I know. No, I appreciate it now. I didn't back then, but violin, I did violin and guitar. Played a lot of instruments.
Wow.
Yeah.
And look where you wound up.
I'm not doing any of those things. I know, but I'd like to pick them all up again. You know, you don't appreciate it when you do it, and then you look back and you said, oh, wow.
Especially when there's no pressure.
I know, exactly.
To pick it back up, right?
Exactly.
I still play a lot of air instruments these days, but
I have an idea, you guys.
Yeah.
I think we should all start a band.
there you go.
The 3 of us.
I got it.
Is that a good idea? All right. Let's talk about that after the show. Just kidding. All right. Well, we'll get to the weather because you're probably wondering what is going on. Well, it's warming up. You probably figured that much, but we're getting even warmer as we head into tomorrow. In fact, record-breaking temperatures for you, possible records at least. Offshore winds. With that, we're looking at several wind advisories in store right now through tomorrow for the San Fernando Valley, the Santa Clarita Valley, and the LA County Mountains through 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Other than that, cooler weekend on tap. We'll get to the weekend in a minute. Want to get to current conditions. You're going to see 60s and 70s. Still very warm out there for this time of night. The mountains into the 40s. And by tomorrow afternoon, we're flirting with 90 in the basin. The valleys into the 90s. The beaches into the 80s. Deserts and mountains both into, well, the deserts into the 80s. The mountains pretty warm for the mountains this time of year into the 60s. The high desert getting up to 84 degrees tomorrow. Even a little warmer by Friday before we cool it down this weekend. That onshore flow is back, so pretty much everybody cooling it down this weekend. The mountains warming up over the next few days, getting close to 70 by Friday. Very warm for this time of year. A little cooler by Saturday and continuing to cool it down to Sunday. By Monday of next week, we're down into the 50s. And the next 5-day forecast, the coast, the most important forecast if you want to hit the beach, we're talking 80s tomorrow, cooler into the weekend. Back to you.